For the past few months, I'm sure many of you have heard rumors on Edward Smith. Today I'm here to clarify on what is really happening in Edward's life and who this mystery woman, Lenore, I'm sure many of you have heard of, really is. Hi, welcome back to Mystery Woman. Today we have a special guest, Olivia Davis, who is Edward Smith's neighbor of nearly 20 years. Thank you for being here, Olivia. Hi, I'm Olivia Davis, and thank you, Miss Luna, for having me. For you viewers out there who are unaware of Mr. Edwards' story, he was admitted into a hospital about 8 months ago for psychotic behavior. His behavior consisted of hallucinations of a bird and him screaming out a woman's name, Lenore. Miss Davis, being his neighbor of nearly 20 years, I was wondering if you could give us a little bit more insight of who Lenore is and was there really a bird that was talking to him that he saw? Being Mr. Edwards' neighbor for nearly 20 years has been quite interesting, especially within the past year or so. Things have gotten really odd. It's been about a year since his wife has passed away, and shortly after, our town has noticed his hallucinations have been appearing. Like you said, he was hallucinating a bird, which I found really odd because we don't have any birds in our town. We live in a very cold climate where the only birds that come around are ducks, and that's because they're migrating. But he said he saw a raven, and usually ravens symbolize death. So I found it really weird when he started saying, "Spite and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore." When I started putting my clues together, I thought, oh my gosh, he killed his wife. Because why else would he be saying this? And he's seeing a raven. It must mean that he killed her, and a night before her death, or the night of her death, I heard sounds, and I never really said anything because I didn't know what could be next if I were. For those of you wondering, this is a picture of Lenore. This is Edward's wife, and she did not go out often. That's why many people do not know who she is when he speaks of Lenore, but this is her, and this is who Edward is constantly talking about, so now you can put a name to a face. Welcome back. We have the man himself, Mr. Edward Smith. Edward, your neighbor claimed that she heard you yell, "Thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil." Can you please explain to me, what are you seeing?
Get away from me, Raven. Get away. Birds. Birds. Lenore. 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 Yes. See, when I saw this raven, his eyes all have seemings of a demon that is dreaming. This was a devil bird. I swear, all I see is this raven, this devilish raven, and Lenore.
Mr. Edward Smith, did you kill Lenore? This is a question that we are all wondering.
Lenore. I don't recall killing her. I don't know if I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. All I know is that bird is still there. And Lenore.
Now with us, our biggest guest of all, Miss Lenore. Lenore, can you please tell us a little bit more about your story and your relationship with Mr. Edward. So when Edward and I first got married, I thought he'd be the same person forever. And things change and people change. People keep on thinking that I'm some mystery woman. And to a certain extent I am, but I never meant to be. The relationship ended up getting more and more abusive, and there was a point where I couldn't take it anymore, so I'd rather have stayed inside of the house and been miserable than going out into the world and seeing some sort of happiness that I knew that I couldn't have with my relationship with Edward. It was a very abusive relationship. That's why I'm such a mystery to most people, especially when I had my... So Lenore, can you please go more into depth about your death? Because I know a lot of us are not expecting you to even be alive. So can you please tell us your story on what really happened on your... My death was a way for me to escape. So there's always been something wrong with Edward, whether it's him being an alcoholic or a drug addict. And sometimes he just has those moments of just not always fully alert. And so when I saw he was having one of those major breakdowns and I knew he was coming for me, I knew it was my perfect time to play dead. And not only play dead, but once he thought I was dead, I knew that he'd be so scared and he would leave. I knew that this would be my perfect time for myself, for me to escape, and that's exactly what I did. I played dead and I waited for him to leave because I knew he would be so scared because he's never in his right mind. So I knew this was a perfect time for me to escape, and I did. And now he's probably worse than ever, but now I'm happier. So doctor, have you had a chance to examine Edward at all? Can you give us a little bit more information on what's going on?
Yes. He has this disorder called killing disorder, where he abused his wife to the point where he had thought that he killed her, when in reality he didn't. She just ran away, and I've seen many cases like this before. But I would say that this one is by far the worst and the most psychotic.
Estrada, are you saying the reasoning to Edward repeating Lenore's name so much is because of the trauma, the abuse, and the guilt of this relationship all built inside of him? Is this what's causing him to go crazy?
Yes, so the repetition of calling his name is that it's scientifically proven. It's that he truly misses her, but he may not miss her for the reasons that everyone thinks, which is having the power over someone, to like how he always abused her, and he knew he had power over her because she was afraid. So that's truly what he misses. So it's not necessarily the love.
This was an episode of Mystery Woman, and thank you for watching.